Good morning. How are you doing today? I hope you're ready because today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the Bath & Body Works fall candles that we've got for the new Fall 2 floor set that was just released not too long ago. I'm going to show you what I ended up hauling during the candle sale. Some of these candles are brand new releases as of this year, and some of them are some old classic favorites that have returned. So let's dive right in and do some sniffing and read some scent notes. Starting with an old favorite, I picked up a pumpkin cupcake 3-wick candle. This is definitely my favorite style of packaging. I love it when they include fun color schemes, and this is sophisticated, but it's not too minimalistic. I still like how it has some illustrations of leaves and pumpkins on there. So definitely my vibe when it comes for fall. So the notes on pumpkin cupcake are whipped buttercream, Madagascar vanilla, pumpkin spice, and freshly baked cupcake. The best way I can describe this candle is it smells like buttercream vanilla frosting paired with a cinnamon nutmeg dusting on top of your cupcake. So this is what that smells like to me. It's not too heavy on the pumpkin. I mainly just get vanilla and spice. So it's perfect if you're a vanilla fan or if you like those more creamy, subtle scents. Also in this collection with the similar packaging, they had sweet cinnamon pumpkin, which I feel like I need to go back and get one of those because I love this art style. There was also pumpkin apple too. So this was mainly the old returning favorites in this collection. I also like the art style in this one too. So this one was a bunch of candles that were white, and then they had like a wreath with different little illustrated features on it. So this one is a favorite as well. Pumpkin Snickerdoodle. I love this candle. It smells really similar to the sugared Snickerdoodle that they come out at Christmas time, but I like this one a lot better. It has a little bit more of like a cookie dough scent to it in my opinion. Yeah, it smells like a sugary cookie dough with a little bit of the cinnamon sugar from the Snickerdoodle as well. So this one has notes of warm sugar cookies, ground cinnamon, fresh nutmeg sprinkled with sugar. Like I do get a good sense of fall in this candle as opposed to winter. I mean, it could be either way, of course, but I get where they're going with the pumpkin harvesty kind of scent behind it. So the pumpkin cupcake as well as this pumpkin Snickerdoodle candle were the only two repeat fragrances that I've had before from my haul. The rest of the candles I grabbed are brand new as of this year. Next up, we have fall apple cider, and this one smells so good. As much as I like it, it unfortunately is not Cider Lane comeback. I thought that Cider Lane was going to be returning, and they were in these little box kits that they have with like the little minis. So we do have Cider Lane in those, but fall apple cider, what I thought was going to be boxes of Cider Lane candles, ended up being something different, but let me read you the notes on this. Crisp red apple, caramel drizzle, and spiced cider. Now this one I feel like is debatable. I feel like some people are probably going to think it's a repackage of caramel apple that we've had in the past. We've had various amounts of apple ciders and caramel apple scents, and it very easily could be one of those. It's striking me as a slightly different fragrance than anything I've smelt before, but similar enough that it's kind of all of the same category, if you know what I mean. It said red apple, but I feel like I'm getting a little sense of a green apple. Maybe I'm influenced by the fact that there are some pretty little green apples on there. And also whenever I smell caramel, I instantly think green apple because that tartness helps balance the caramel. It's not as strong on cold as Cider Lane was. It's a little bit more cinnamony than Cider Lane as well, but not too much. It's mainly caramel. But smelling it cold, I'm finding that this is more of a softer version of a caramel apple scent than they've had in the past. This is the last one I picked up of that wreath collection that has the little wreaths there. Really pretty illustrations. We have Apple Crisp. This one has fragrance notes of caramelized apple, cinnamon crumble, and sugared oats. And I feel like they did a really good job on this candle. The way that the notes are described really match and reflect well the fragrance that it puts off. I'm getting oatmeal streusel. You know when you're baking like a crumble or a crisp, in this case it's a crisp, maybe even muffins or coffee cake, you make a streusel that goes on top with the butter, the brown sugar, the oats, sometimes even some nuts can go in it. That is the main fragrance I'm getting from this candle. This actually is reminding me a little bit of one we had many years ago called, I think it's called Welcome Home. It's either that or Gather. It's one of those two. I'm getting a nice, thick, rich apple butter type of scent paired with that oatmeal streusel. So really nice. I can't wait to try this one burning. New style of packaging. We've got this one, which is like a 360 all the way around wrap. Really pretty pictures. This one's a little bit more realistic rather than illustrations, but still really pretty and fun to look at. This is whipped vanilla honey. It has fresh vanilla, golden honey, and blossoming neroli. I feel the way that Bath & Body Works does honey scents, it could kind of go one of two ways. It can usually go more the gourmand side, like the honeycomb cocoa shea stuff, or it can go more towards the natural floral clover kind of side of things, more like wildflower honey. I feel like this is kind of the best of both worlds of those categories. The neroli brings in kind of a floral clovery kind of aspect to it that reminds you of like a natural, real where honey comes from. And then the vanilla kind of brings in more of those richer gourmand notes. But I feel like when I'm smelling this one, it's very soft, subtle, and light. I feel like this would be a good ambiance candle that wouldn't be too offensive or in your face when you're lighting it. I feel like this would give off just a nice, simple, fresh, clean, cozy scent in your home. And then here is the last candle from my haul. Once again, it's another 360, but it's more of a patterned there with the pumpkins and the leaves. I think that's very fun. I love the color scheme once again. This is maple pumpkin, and I really like this one. It might be one of my favorites out of all of these candles. At least on the pumpkin side of things. Oh, it's so sweet. It kind of smells like pumpkin pecan waffles minus the waffles. So if you don't like that golden, crunchy, baked good kind of scent, but you still like something that's strong of pumpkin and syrup, I feel like you would like the maple pumpkin. It has notes of pumpkin spice, sweet maple syrup, and brown sugar. In a way, it's kind of straightforward. What you read is what you get of the notes, so I like that. So besides the sweet cinnamon pumpkin that I didn't grab that I kind of wish I did, there was also another candle that matches the packaging of the whipped vanilla and honey with that 360 label like that, where it has kind of like pictures of a room and stuff on there. It was, I think it's called Farmhouse Pumpkin and Patchouli. Whatever the name is, I'll put a picture over here. I wish I got that candle. That one smells really good too, so you'll have to let me know, were you able to get a chance to sniff all of these brand new candles that Bath & Body Works released for fall? And if so, which one of the new fragrances is your favorite? Leave me a comment down below and we can talk some candles. But yes, thank you so much for watching this quick little candle haul, and I will see you in my next video. Until next time, bye!